Hello everybody, I'm Eric Martinez here, and today we are looking at SMLYTP's Jeffy's Squid Game problem. Anyways, the episode just goes by as Jeffy decides to return to the Squid Game in order to avenge the people that had died in the first episode. Well, basically it was the last episode I kill counted. But as he does know that he's not the only one there, as there is also some other competitors that are there that have heard of the money, but have also probably gotten themselves kidnapped too for being really dumb. Now, how many people will be killed once Jeffy returns to the Squid Game? Let's find out and get to the kills. The episode begins with Jeffy waking up, finding out that he's back in the Squid Games after looking around, seeing the unconscious bodies, or sleeping bodies, of the contestants that are in the game. And then we go back to the Squid Game guard who was in the last episode, but this time he's not alone and he's now joined by this guy. Anyways, so all of them wake up and then they have some things to say. So basically Richard heard of the money because he said that his dad has grounded him and not giving him his supposedly $25,000 allowance, and Bowser wants to buy 20 Chef Peepees, which is, as we know, it's kind of gay, and also the skeleton guy wants to buy some friends. And then they ask Jeffy what is he gonna do with the money, but then Jeffy says that he's here to get revenge, as we then get a flashback on what happened in the first part of the Squid Game. And then it is proven after it flashes back, Jeffy got out the card and decided to head back to the Squid Games to get revenge. As they're now all done talking, the guards tell them that their first game is hide and seek, which shows something that you think that will come up in season 2 of Squid Game. Yes, it's gonna come out right now. Well, sooner in this year. Anyways, they all find out that they're stuck and are gonna be killed if they don't do anything right, or everything right. So, and then now it's time for the game to start. So now everybody went to go get their hiding spot until the fat soldier, well, now hoodied up now, just decides to count.
4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7.
Anyways, Shrek and Donkey are hiding in the bathroom. Greg Jr., I think that's what his name is, decides to hide in these cabinets along with the skeleton guy. Jeffy and Sharksy decide to hide in the trash can. Charlie, which is supposed to be Lavelle right now, decides to hide in the freezer. The genie decides to hide in one of the microwaves. And also Jackie Juice decides to hide in one of the boxes, but it's also really clear. And if he says everything is dumb, then he's also dumb. And Yoshi is also hiding too. And also he is from the Magical Mario Bros. Channel. I recommend to check that out. And Bowser and Richard decide to hide in the woman's bathroom because it's a smart move, but it's a pervert move. And then Chef Poo-Poo and Doofy decide to hide in this cardboard place. I don't know how to say it, but probably an open up package. And then the timer has stopped and now the fat and the skinny one are going off to find and kill the contestants that are found. The fat guard decides to go to the bathroom, but then he feels something that the door is locked. Well, kind of. Until Donkey says that there's no one in. He busts in, and Donkey is on the toilet for whatever reason. Until he is shot off screen with the little laser gun or something. I don't know, but he's now on our count. So the skinny guard was kind of close to getting Chef Poo-Poo and Doofy, only accidentally breaking his gun. But what I will count right now is the skeleton and Craig Jr., which are found by the fat one, and then they are both shot by the laser gun. So now they're also on the count too. The skinny guard then finds Jackie 2 all stuffed up in the box. And it could either be that Jackie Chu died from like his air loss or shot, but you know, he's dead now. Anyways, the skinny guard then checks out the trash can, but then he gets really gross and then he just runs away. You know, honestly, I would actually do that too if I had to look for somebody. But I mean, like, sometimes I can handle stink, but maybe not. I don't know. Well, anyway, Jeffy and Sharksy survived from that skinny guard. Doofy and Chef Poo Poo are now more brain damaged than ever. And then the fat guard decides to go get a snack. And then he decides to open up the freezer, which has Charlie. What is he gonna do? Oh, well, he's dead. Wait, he has this still. You know what, forget it. Anyways, so the guard decides to open the microwave in order to heat it up, but then he finds the genie and then is shot dead. And then after all of that, the game is now over and they're heading on to round 2. Anyways, the remaining contestants decide to talk for a little bit until the next challenge, which is the floor is lava game. Basically, the rules is just basically like a parkour challenge. And we do all of parkour, but I don't think I'll be able to, I don't know if I'm able to do that if I wanted to make a challenge out of it in my Total Plush Big Battle series. But, you should highly check that out. Currently, episode 1 is out right now, but I don't know if you'll see episode 2 like in a month or two. You know what I mean. Basically, all the contestants doubt that on the floor is even lava. And then one of them, Yoshi, aka the one that's from Magical Mario Bros, decides to test it out, and this is what happened.
I know it's not lava. Alright, I'll be back. Whee! Was you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright.
Oh, I missed. I never missed a shot.
Let me give it a try, sir.
Don't think this is shoot. It shoots.
Well, wow. Huh. And then after Yoshi is dead, for this entire scene, for the entire challenge, all of the other contestants decide they're always just really hating on Doofy right now just because of his voice. But honestly, I would kind of hate people that, just judges people by their voice. But I mean, like, it does look understandable. Maybe I would do it, but, Anyways, all of them have their different techniques. And then the Sharksy is the last one to go up for them. Sharksy thinks he can do it, but nope. I'm just going to say here that, yep, he's been shot off screen. But still, I mean, like, he was only like a head, not a full body, but I don't know. And then Chef Poo Poo decides to make it over, thinking that he can make it, only for him to, crash. And then basically they all make a joke about Among Us. Yeah, it goes na 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 dead. And then Chef Poo Poo is shot by the fat guard, and that's the end of him. Anyways, this is the scene where this is currently the most replayed moment in this video. Basically, it's the scene where Shrek does his farting technique. And they all do that too. Well, except for like Richard and Doofy, because Doofy fly across and Richard probably did a really big jump. And, Jeffy did like the flutter farts and Bowser just did like a giant Taco Bell fart. Everybody laughed at Taco Bell. Anyways, eventually, though the challenge is now over and they're heading off to challenge number 3 until the fat guard decides to go get something from the fridge until Jeffy slaps him with a spatula, and then he puts on his clothing. Now, you guys might be saying, will I count him or not? Because wouldn't it be kind of dumb if somebody actually died from a spatula? I mean, like, the only way you would do it is just stab into it. But for now, I'm just going to say he was just knocked unconscious because, he would just steal like that. It's just been used in other few videos before. So for right now, I believe after they got, revealed as being an evil operation, I believe he also got arrested. So I believe I'll just not count him for now. Anyways, The next game is Hot Potato, and this is where it's gonna get weird, kind of. Anyways, this is basically like the last time we get to see of them like on screen, cause basically it's all about Doofy and Richard. Either Doofy gets to die or Richard's gonna die. Until it cuts off into some sort of room, and it shows Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse having a bunch of money. Well, I gotta say, Donald Duck himself. Gotta say, I've seen him on TikTok before a bunch of times. I did some of his TikToks in 2020, if you guys even remember that. And also Steve Staleberger and Kermit the Frog were on it too. And Jeffy sneaks in, or gets in, because he is dressed as one of the guards. He decides to talk to the front man, but the front man knows who he is. One of the missing contestants that was from the game. And then he tells one of his real guards to go lock him up. And then the next scene we have is Jeffy seen in a cage begging to get out, and also wanting the front man to reveal himself. After banging and begging like a bunch of times, something happens. The TV behind them turns off, and we actually don't know who died. So anyways, this is how I'm going to do it. So I'm actually going to be counting, I'm actually going to count Doofy and Shrek, because Richard and Bowser was still there when it turned off, but there was like no clear winner yet. But Richard still had it and would have probably given it to Bowser. So for my theory, I believe that Shrek, Bowser, and Doofy all got killed and Richard won the Squid Game. And then after Jeffy finds out that the game is now over, he threatens the front man to reveal himself, only to him to be Mr. Goodman. As he's proven that Mr. Goodman says that he loves people suffering because of, money. Just watching poor people suffer is basically what he likes to do. But then he gets some sweet karma that I loved at the end. And watch this.
It's Mr. Mama! And according to my calculations, it's time to put an end to this investigation.
Hey, Mr. Mama, what's up?
What's up, Jeff?
All right, come here. Wait, who are you? This is my FBI agent friend, Mr. Mama.
Well, anyways, Mr. Mama is like one of my favorite characters. He even appears as a guest star in Magical Mario Bros.' video, Mario Gets Kidnapped, as being like one of the people that I think Kamek used to know and like needs help. It's kind of nice to have some crossover between SMLYTP and Magical Mario Bros. Basically because they're made by the same person. Like Nickelodeon's doing a crossover with all the SpongeBob shows. The original SpongeBob show, Camp Coral, and the Patrick Star show. Only one of those shows are good, and I bet you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, after Goodman begging him that he'll give him some big cash money, after it doesn't work, Goodman gets arrested, and then the episode ends off with Jeffy saying that the Squid Games are no more. Hooray. So how many people got killed when Jeffy decided to come back to the Squid Game? Let's head on and get to the numbers. So by my count, I believe that 12 people died in SMLYTP's Jeffy Squid Game problem. And out of all the kills, all of them were men, making this like pretty much a big blue pie chart, even though you can't see it right here. Well, anyways, now let's give out the awards. The solid shotgun for the coolest kill will go to Yoshi, because I honestly liked when he actually fell over. He just was kind of funny to it. The devastating drill award will go to Bowser, because, we don't know if he won over Richard, or if he never died at all. Well, I know from the TV screen, it does look kind of wrong. I mean, Bowser looked like he was the last one that had it, and Shrek and Doofy were never even seen. So, yes, I guess it is safe to say that they all got killed. And that's it. SMLYTP SML parody Jeffy's Squid Game problem was released in 2021, the same time the same year as the prequel, basically the first movie, like episode. I don't know, and I don't care. Anyways, next kill count will be with my friend Robyn N. Well, not really, but we're gonna be covering this plushie Squid Game kill count. Anyways, I'm Martinez. This has been the kill count.